my last video before Election Day, before the election live stream at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time that Brittany Page and myself will be hosting right here. And I invite you to take part. We're going to be taking questions from the audience. We've got some guest stars that are going to be appearing, and we're going to be playing some videos. We're going to be laughing and following the election results for what I believe will be a positive outcome for the country and a final defeat for Donald Trump as a candidate for president of the United States. Please join us. I believe you'll have a good time. And if you're not into having a good time, then, go follow some other show. Listen, I know you're fatigued. I know I'm fatigued after this election cycle. Anybody who's followed this closely at all, he is tired emotionally, physically. But there's one person who's probably more tired and low energy than you, and that is Donald J. Trump, who just can't maintain. He cannot keep up the pace of what the schedule is to be president of the United States. He wants the most taxing, rigorous job in the history of jobs, president, and he just can't get it done. In the final days of this campaign, he's out there, and it is just low energy while trying to convince America how smart he is, just rambling like it's demented. He is just a demented old goof. And I got a clip here that really, it spans everything from how dangerous he is, to how unwell he is, to how just generally tired he is, what a liar and a propaganda, all packed into like 2 minutes. So if you've already seen some of this, this is a longer, more context-given clip than maybe what you've seen on Twitter that's 30 seconds or so. And I do that for a reason, because I want everybody to have the full context of what you're seeing. But I was talking to Brittany Page. By the way, if you want a channel that gives amazing information, go subscribe to Brittany Page. I'll put a link below. But we were talking this morning about this particular clip, and she used 2 words: self-soothing. That Donald Trump is so convinced, this is my take on that particular assessment, that this seems like self-soothing. That he knows he's going to lose, and so he's got to convince himself that he's so smart and that he's this and that he's all of these things. It plays in part to convince the audience, but this is Donald Trump self-soothing. This is Donald Trump trying to convince himself he did everything he could, even though he knows he's going to lose. Watch this.
We're going to defeat Kamala. I don't even use her last name. Nobody knows who the hell I'm talking about when I say Harris. How is Harris doing? Who the hell is Harris, everybody? Even people that are, look at all the people we have here. Look at over there. They're all over the place. It's a little strange. I'm a pretty smart guy. I have genetic. Do you believe in genetics? I do, Fast racehorses produce fast racehorses, whether you like it or not. And but I'm a very I believe in it, and I'm smart. I tell the story. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. He said brilliant. Well, probably brilliant, but no. And we do the weave, right? This is a weave today. They'll say, and this is a very important lesson because I'm trying to tell you what's happening with our country. It's going bad. And it can never get fixed because we're never going to get the right people in because of what they do with the elections. We're going to get a bunch of crooks and horrible people. And not dumb people, by the way, She's a dumb person, but the party, but she's not going to run. She's a vessel. She's a vessel, and she's just a vessel. They didn't want him, and then they found out he's perfect. He's perfect because he didn't know what the hell he was doing. They got away. But this is a group of people, large group of people, larger than people think. But it's a very demonic party. It's become that way. The people aren't. The people, Democrats, regular Democrats aren't. Most of them agree with what I'm saying. But it's very, but we do need people to say it, and we have to have it. And if it's not said, and then they're going to fight over it. They're going to call you a horrible person, and all of the things that they call you, conspiracy theorist. He's a conspiracy theorist. They don't tell you that they cheated. Think of it. They spied on my campaign, and they refused to even acknowledge it to this day. But people acknowledge it.
Definitely not focused on the past, huh? Rambling from topic to topic to topic. It's very funny. I'm a smart guy. Very convincing. Him talking about how he's a racehorse who creates racehorses. I shouldn't use so much energy when I imitate him because he does not display it himself. This is an unwell person that Republicans are dedicated to the prospect of putting back into power. This is a dangerous, unhinged maniac who believes in wild conspiracy theories, who is fixated on the past, spying on my campaign, while shifting gears because of the current narrative over the course of the last 10 days or so when Joe Biden said the stupid thing he said about MAGA people being garbage. Stupid, yet true. Stupid because he's president of the United States and it's bad for messaging. But if you voted for Donald Trump in 2016 and then subsequently voted for Donald Trump in 2020 and subsequently are choosing to vote for Donald Trump in 2024, you're garbage. Genetics, crooks and horrible people, says the convicted felon. It's a demonic party, the Democratic Party. And most Dems agree with everything I say. These are not the thoughts of a well person. These are not the thoughts of a put together, cognitively aware individual. This is the ramblings of someone who is exhausted and will not be able to carry through with the pace of what the job requires of President of the United States. Only a few more days, maybe a month, before we know that he's gone for good, because there's going to be court cases. There's already court cases before even the voting has really got underway. It's a nightmare, and it's going to continue to be so for a while. But in the meantime, again, I invite you to the live stream we're going to be hosting tomorrow night at 6:30. It is going to be a good time. Bring a snack, bring a drink, and we'll answer your questions and be it's going to be a communal experience in a group effort to get through what will be a stressful night. I invite your questions. You can comment below. Tell me whether you're going to be at the stream. That would be great. You can also leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore everywhere. I'd love to see you. And I'll see you tomorrow night if you're going to be there. Until then, be genuine. Take care of one another.